The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in, and we're tied.
And that one's hit high in the left center, going back, and it is gone! It's a grand slam for Belle Lennard!
Opine can get a good pitch. She's 0 for 2, fly out on the ground down. That's a good pitch going into deep left field, and Opine, it's gone over the scoreboard and everything, and it's a two-run shot. It's 6-5.
Hansen dropping back, he's going deep, far sideline, he's got his man, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Fargo South Bruins. That is a 51-yard touchdown pass. It'll be Ethan Olsen taking the kick. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Kobe Johnson serve up and over. Fix sets it up. Bailey Nelson puts it down for point 22. At 0-0 between North-South and the Jetsons, taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway, one-on-one, hard, she scores! And it's 1-0, Minot Majets off the goal by Carson Abrahamson. The junior forward on the breakaway sends it over the left shoulder. Henningsgaard, as he tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for three. Got it and one! Wow! All right, welcome. We are live here at the Den Bruins Country at Fargo South High School. And we're getting ready for the junior varsity game between the Fargo South Bruins and the Moorhead Spuds. We'll take a short time out, come back with your opening tip here in about 90 seconds on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, welcome. No official starting lineup here for the junior varsity game, but we will look forward to this one here. And one thing we need to do before I forget, and it's a good thing that the ball went out of bounds because I did indeed forget to turn on my scoreboard. So nobody scored a basket. Scoreboard's turned on. Scoreboard is correct. We're in the first half of play here with 17:51 and counting to go. And with the basketball right now is the Moorhead Spuds on the near wing. That's Lee Carfier. Carfier tried to get the ball back down low, but it was tipped out of bounds by Sibamana Enoch. The pass came from up top from Donovan Hins, a 6'4" freshman. Yep, a 6'4" freshman. You heard me correctly there. Speaking of that 6'4" freshman, he gets the Spuds on the board. Donovan Hins 2 and Fargo South 0. We race down to the other end, and we'll have our first foul of the game. And that will send Bakar full out of the free throw line as the foul goes to Donovan Hins. And he will make that first one, and that will cut the lead in half. Second one's up and in. We're tied at 2 as a result. Quickly back the other way, and it's just over the outstretched arms of Lee Carfier, a 6-foot junior. Now Fargo South will bring it back the other way. It's Bakar Fulla over the timeline. Swings it near wing now. That's Enoch. Enoch gets it in there to drawing a blank. That's Clemens. Back to Enoch. Free throw line. One-handed, left-handed shot up. Don't go. Ball dances around off the fingertips of a numerous amount of players here, and Fargo South will maintain possession of the basketball. They'll put it into the hands of Archigo. Archigo, ball above his head, floats into the hands of Flomo. Flomo got it up and in. Back the other way, that is Hins with the deuce. And we're tied at 4. All 5 points scored by Donovan Hins, 2 buckets and the and 1 opportunity to give the Spuds a 5-4 lead. Fulla went in. Enoch has the ball up top now. He'll spin around, come back out, get it to Archigo, and it's stolen away. Back the other way comes the Spuds, laying it in off the glass for the first bucket of the game, not scored by Donovan Hins. Is David Lindell, a 5'11" sophomore for the Spuds, and he has 2 points, and it's 7-4 in favor of Moorhead with 16:09 to go. Clemens with the basketball, and now Flomo will drive into the lane. Flomo, maybe, they're saying he juggled it, so no travel called. I'm not sure what the difference is between a travel and a juggle, I guess, but we'll go with it. Fulla tried to bounce pass there to Enoch. It was tipped away, and then it was nearly put into the Fargo South hoop by Blake Walthall. I don't think he intended to do that. Just the physics of the ball bouncing around in the air, and it just happened to hit his hand and ricochet towards the Fargo South hoop. Wide open down beneath here, and tried to get the defender to commit to going up into the air, and Lindell was not able to do that successfully. Now that ball's tipped out of bounds and will remain with Fargo South. Once again, 7-4. Screen there for a moment said 6 for the Moorhead fans watching. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. I'll deliver the message to you that all of our Fargo South fans are probably used to hearing now. If I say the score and it doesn't match up with what's on your screen, whatever I say is the correct score. I've had some issues with those hotkeys being a little bit sticky, and you hit it 3 times and it only adds 2 points. You have to hit it 4 times for 3 points, and etc. So 9-4 now. And a timeout, Fargo South. We'll take a timeout with them and be back here shortly right after this on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back. That's Bakar Fulla with the basketball. He'll put it into the corner for Enoch. Enoch bounce pass into the high post. Losing the ball there was Flomo, and back the other way comes Moorhead. Pop it out. That pass got deflected into the hands of, I believe that was Enoch, and it was. Enoch nearly lost the ball. It was Clemens picking it up and putting it into the hoop for 2 more. 9-6 now. And Enoch will steal it away, make the move to the hoop, and cannot get it to go in. It'll roll over the back side of the rim on the other side of the hoop, and Moorhead will pull down the rebound. 14-17 to go here in the first half of play. And they'll pump it out into the corner here. That is Jacob Sobolik. I'm pretty sure I asked the coach how to say his name. And did I write it down? There's still a bucket. Let's see here. Sobolik. So if that's incorrect, you can text us here, 701-404-9072 with a phonetic spelling, and we'll certainly get that corrected for you. Offensive board there by Clemens, and Clemens will draw contact on the follow-up attempt. 11-6 is Clemens. The 6'1" junior goes to the line here for the Fargo South Bruins. First one from Clemens is off the front of the rim, no good. Don't forget about the varsity game coming up after the conclusion of this one. If you are familiar with the My Athlete app, there's like a 99% chance that the varsity game will be streamed to the My Athlete app. It'll basically be a simulcast of what you see here on the ND Sports Channel. It'll just be on a little bit smaller screen, depending on whatever the size of your phone is. So if you do have to leave the comfort of your home, you can plug your phone into a video monitor in your vehicle and watch, or keep your eyes on the road and at least listen to the game. 11-7 is our score. There's driving in and getting the offensive rebound was Parker Wood. 6'1" junior for the Spuds. Back the other way comes Fulla. And if you're thinking, Mike, you're pretty good at those names, well, I've been working on them since football season. So Cameron Archigo from the corner for three. That dances around on the rim and falls off. That'll be pumped up to Enoch up top. Sibomana Enoch drives in, high post, takes a couple steps back, gets it to Bakar Fulla. 20 on the shot clock, 12:51 to go here. Archigo on the near wing, tries to dribble into the high post, runs into a double team. Now he'll take the long two, up and in, nothing but net. 13-9, excuse me. We're missing a bucket there for Moorhead. And back the other way, underneath, that's Parker Wood. Parker Wood will pop it out topward, stolen by Sibomana Enoch. Enoch will lay it in off the glass at the other end of the floor. And now it's a 2-point game after the layup by Enoch. And we'll have a timeout, Moorhead. Moorhead will talk it over. We'll let him back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. First half of play, 12:28 in a 2-point game. Spuds lead 13-11 over the Bruins, and they'll have the basketball coming out of the Moorhead timeout. Each team has used one of their timeouts now. 2 team fouls per team in the first half so far. Short delay in returning to action. I want to thank some of our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations and Game Time, Fargo South Booster Club, Fargo North Booster Club, North Fargo Softball Club, and Fargo Davies for making either financial or equipment or some other contribution to make the station what it is today. And now apparently a technical foul has been assessed, and I do not know. I was apparently not looking at the right referee, and first free throw is up and in. At the line, it's either it's one of 3 people. If I can get, or it might be Blake Walthall. That's what it was, and he missed both of them. Or no, check that. He made one of them, missed the second one. is what I meant to say. I was looking for the jersey number there. I wasn't sure if there's a number after the number 3 or not. Inbounds pass gets feeded into, that is number 12. Quentin Haig. Apparently I didn't write him into the JV roster for Moorhead in my scorebook here. Nice look down low, and that shot's up and in out of the hands of Jamal Spivey. 14-13, a 1-point game. They'll feed it into the hands of Colby Schwartz, or at least attempt to, as it goes out of bounds and turned over back to Fargo South. Should be a good game tonight during the varsity game. This one, I don't really know too much about a lot of the JV teams, so I can't speculate on what the matchups look like, but when it comes to varsity, I can look at what's been happening with the teams, and I can speculate and tell you that it should be a good matchup. Moorhead's had a lot of single-digit victories this year that could have gone either way, and well, they've been on the fortunate side of the scoreboard on 99% of those occasions. Enoch to Archigo now. Archigo one dribble, picks the ball up, looks into the high post there for Spivey. Spivey outside for Enoch. Enoch will drive into the paint. Shot's a little short off the front of the rim, down into the hands of Donovan Hins. Back the other way now, Lee Carfier with the basketball. Puts it near wing now to Lindell. Lindell bounce pass up to the top of the key for Hins. Hins tried to move in, and actually that was Colby Schwartz who picked up the basketball. And he'll turn it over back to Fargo South. It remains a 1-point game with 11:07 to go here in the first half of play. Carfulla calling for the play. He swings it far side there to Antoine Clemens. Clemens to Archigo now. Archigo thought about the shot, and then the pass intended for Enoch was intercepted by Moorhead's David Lindell. Lindell put it into the hands of Walthall. Walthall drives into the paint, puts it up a little short. Off the front of the rim, loose ball comes into the hands of Sibomana Enoch. Enoch bounce pass into the baseline. Bakar Fulla makes a move. The ball stripped away and picked up by Antoine Clemens, and he puts it up and in. And the Fargo South Bruins take their first lead of the game at 15-14. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them as well. Be back in a moment. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back. All right, welcome back. As a little delayed there, as we had to give some silent notes to our cameraman. Nothing that they did wrong, just had to make an adjustment on the fly there. Inbounds pass here from the baseline for Moorhead, and a full court press by Fargo South. Easily it gets by, and then getting the bucket down at the other end, there's David Lindell. 16-15, the lead goes back to the Spuds. Far side, that's Spivey. Spivey bounce pass into the free throw line area there for Bless Flomo. Flomo turns around, gets called for the travel. So the full court pressure will continue here from Fargo South. Nearly losing his balance there was Hintz. Now they'll work the ball into the far corner. That is Lindell. Lindell back up top now, near side for Walthall. Walthall puts it in the corner for Carfier. Carfier picks up his dribble, cross-court wing pass, 9 to shoot on the shot clock. Top of the key there, that's Hins. Hins puts it out, three-pointer up, bounces off the front of the rim, won't go. Poked out of bounds, and it'll go back to Fargo South. .44 to go here, first half of play, 16-15. Lead belongs to the Moorhead Spuds. That's Max Olson, number 25, with the basketball into the lineup here for the Fargo South Bruins. He'll put it into the hands near wing of Fulla. Fulla up top there, intended for Archigo. Or don't check that, Spivey. And now Archigo has the ball, or at least he did, and he'll go out of bounds and turn the ball back over to the Moorhead Spuds. Game 360 here on the ND Sports Channel. We've only been on the air for a little bit over a year. Started out as an online radio station, thanks to some sponsorships. Long three is up and in, holy smokes. Give that three there to Blake Walthall. As I was saying, a year ago, we're an online radio station, and thanks to some sponsorship dollars, we're able to add the video element to our broadcast, and we are so glad that that worked out that way. That ball's tipped around, and it'll be picked up by Fargo South. That's Bless Flomo taking it to the hoop and putting it in. 19-17 as a result. Flomo with 4 points so far. Walthall with the basketball. Now 2 passes later, guns up in the far wing, up top now for Hins. Hins will make a move into the paint, up against a couple defenders, almost got it to go, and then hustles his way to the offensive rebound. High arcing pass up top, high on the far side, directing traffic. Now they'll swing it near wing into the hands of McAllister Nelson. Nelson into the corner. Corner three is up. Just barely got it on camera there. We apologize for that. And that one will find its way in. McAllister Nelson trickling in the deuce, and that makes it 21-17 and a 4-point advantage for the Spuds here with 7:51 and counting to go in the first half of play. Bakar Fulla driving into the line. He will go up to the free throw line to shoot 2. He is 2 of 2. And now he's 3 of 3. And he's 4 for 4. He always has been pretty good at the free throw line. Loose ball will come into the hands there of Antoine Clemens. And now Fulla will put up the long 2. That grazes the front of the rim, or front of the net. Rebound there by Clemens, can't get that one to go, and then pulling down the defensive board is Hins. Spuds will work it up court, near wing right now for Jacob Sabalik. Sabalik throws it into the corner. Now feed inside for Hins is poked away by Clemens, and there'll be a reach and foul on the 6'1 junior on Antoine Clemens.
Good job, referee, good job.
That's the 4th team foul on the Bruins, only 3 so far for the Moorhead Spuds. Triggering inbounds pass is Schwartz. Schwartz, 2 passes later, they'll get into the far corner there into the hands of Parker Wood. Wood goes up top to Schwartz. Schwartz now into the near wing to Sabalik. Sabalik up top to Hines. Back to Sabalik, who made a backdoor cut and put it up and in. What a beautiful pass and feed there for the Moorhead Spuds. 23-19, a 4-point game. Bakar Fulla Pumps into the corner there for Olsen. Olsen in a little bit of trouble, needs a little bit of help. Gets it down low block to Clemens. Back out for Olsen, who hesitated on the 3. 7 to shoot on the shot clock. That'll be over and back. No, it will not. Or yes, it will. The crowd got a little loud there that I did not hear the whistle. Therefore, I thought that maybe it was poked away by a Moorhead player, and Fargo South was able to keep that ball. But like I said, that's a nice move there by Lee Carfier. 6:20 to go here in the first half. It's a 25-19 game. Archigo has it over on the far corner. He'll put it up top for Sibomana Enoch. Enoch tried to make a move into the paint, ran into some defenders, backs up, goes back in, puts the floater up, can't get it to go, rolls down the back leg there of Clemens, and it's picked up by Lee Carfier. And Carfier will go coast to coast, a little bit too strong off the glass, but his buddy Donovan Hins is there to get the rebound, the bucket, and the and one opportunity. 5:56 to go here in a 27-19 game in favor of the Moorhead Spuds. (28-19) now as we update the scorebook. Archigo up top. Feeds into the hands of Fulla. Fulla back up high in the near side. Flips into the hands of Flomo. Flomo picks up his dribble. Over to Archigo. Catch and shoot 3. Bounces off the rim. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Fulla. Fulla back up top to Enoch, who pulled the trigger on a 3. That one won't go, and that rebound comes down into the hands of Moorhead's. I believe that's Carfier, and it is. Carfier with the basketball being guarded by Archigo. He'll drive into the lane, run into a triple team. Tried to feed it to Donovan Hins, but a little miscommunication there as Hins wasn't expecting that one to come his way, and that'll go out of bounds and turn it back over to the Fargo South Bruins. 5:10 to go here in the first half of play. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. Mike Mason with you here on the play-by-play and the commentary. Janice on camera, always doing a fantastic job here on our camera work. She's done over 100 games. I don't think she knows that yet, but she's done over 100 games on camera. There's Archigo with a 3. That one won't go. And now she's smiling, so if she didn't know it before, she knows it now. I don't know the exact number, but I was thinking about it earlier today, and it's like, this has been our best camera person of all the camera people we've had. So that's not necessarily to say anything negative about some of the other people who have run camera, but because they've always done a good job too, but she's got the experience. That 3 from Archigo won't go in. Rebound pulled down by Spy. Now Flomo puts up the long 2. It's up and in. 28-21. The Bruins are within 7 with 4:28 to go here in the first half of play. They'll work it in there for Carfier, but Carfier will lose it out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Bruins. So an inbounds pass from the sideline in front of the Moorhead bench here for Sibomana Enoch, who will trigger it in to Bless Flomo, who's wide open underneath the hoop. Lets the defender go up in the air, and he'll put it in, and that pulls the Bruins within 5 now. And a near steal by Archigo as he goes up and visits his the Moorhead fans, and he rejected the autograph of the young lady there in the gray sweatshirt. Inbounds pass goes into the hands there of Carfier. Carfier will bring it up over the timeline here with 4:07 to go in the first half. He drives into the paint, puts up a shot, and a nice looking floater that drops in to put the Spuds into the 30 category. And it's back to a 7-point game, and now we'll have a foul, and that foul came before the shot. At least I think it did. That foul now puts both teams at 5 for the first half. For the most part, it's been a pretty clean game so far. Inbounds pass comes to Archigo. He'll immediately put it up for the 3. That one won't go. The ball gets tipped around and eventually comes down. Then it's stolen away by Enoch. Enoch puts it up and in. It's back to a 5-point game now after the steal and the bucket by Enoch. Spuds will work the ball quickly up over the timeline. That's Carfee here on the near wing. He's going to drive into the paint, put up a shot that will drop in. Say somewhere between the mid and high post, and it looked like he was going forward and then he faded back, and usually I can call that a step up or a fadeaway, but since he did both pretty much simultaneously there, it was a little bit difficult for me to decide which term I wanted to use there. There's Carfear, and Carfear, I think that might have been partially blocked there by Enoch. Enoch will bring it back the other way. Flomo bounce pass into the corner for Fulla. Fulla spinning around, finds Enoch cutting into the lane, but Enoch can't finish. Back the other way now, 2:55 and counting to go, 32-25 in favor of the Moorhead Spuds. Spuds will work it into the far corner, putting it up for 3, and it's in! And that triple there out of the hands of McAllister Nelson makes it a 10-point basketball game with 2:40 to go here in the first half of play. Enoch to Archigo. Archigo put the ball to the floor, make a move to the hoop, and cannot quite get enough on that one to get it up over the front side of the rim. Rebound comes down to the Spuds, more specifically Nelson. Nelson into the corner here for Lindell. Lindell into the paint. Finds, that is Parker Wood underneath who got the bucket. 12-point basketball game with 2:12 and counting to go here in the first half now. Archigo over the timeline, bounce pass into the corner for Enoch who drives baseline, flips it back to Archigo. Archigo, ball above his head, looking, one dribble, gets it to Flomo. Flomo will try and cut through defenders, and now he feeds it down low to Spivey. Spivey can't connect on the basket, but he will step up to the free throw line to shoot a pair. That'll stop the clock with 1 minute, 55 seconds to go here in the first half of play. And that free throw is up and in. Cuts it to an 11-point edge for the Spuds. Antoine Clemens, number 4, checking back into the lineup here for the Bruins. And second free throw is up and in. So Spivey 2 for 2 on that trip. Brings it back to a 10-point game. Full court pressure is on. They'll get the ball over the timeline. Into the hands near side here for Lindell. Lindell feeds it up top. 3 is up out of the hands of Blake Walthall. And he'll try another one. He got this one. He grazed the front of the net the first time, and he flushes it through the net the second time around. 40-27. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Whistle will sound, stopping the clock with 1:22 to go here in the first half of play. Almost free throw, a little too strong. Offensive rebound there by Spivey. Makes a move and gets it to circle around and drop. 40-29 as Spivey puts in the bucket. 1:12 to go. Back the other way. Nice job there by Hins. So he gets a couple more into the stat book. Max Olson swings it into the hands there. Spivey back up top for Archigo. Couple feet outside, and that doesn't matter. It's in. 42-32. It's a 10-point game here after that triple by Archigo. Three-point attempt is up. That one looked good coming out of the hands, but didn't quite get enough arch on that one to get it to drop in. Archie going with the basketball now for the Bruins. 33 seconds to go. There's about a 9-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And now the shot clock is off with that offensive rebound. And Spivey will bank it in for another triple. 42-35. 18 seconds to go. Shot clock off. Moorhead can settle for the last shot here if they choose to do so. With the basketball right now is Jacob Sabolic. Now Hins up top. Hins feeds it over there to Wathal. 3 seconds to go. Wathal drives into the lane, and he will not get the layup to go in before the buzzer, and that'll bring us to our halftime score. Moorhead Spuds 42, the Fargo South Bruins 35. We'll take a break and come back with the halftime show here in a few minutes on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. The ND Sports Channel is proud to give you access to the North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast. Just go to our website at ndsportschannel.com, click on ND Softball All-Stars, and you can have unlimited 24-hour access to each and every episode, past and present. The same episodes are also on our YouTube channel. Just click on playlists and look for ND Softball All-Stars, and click play on the episode of your choice, or watch them all from first to last, or shuffle the playlist to play each episode randomly. Help support and build the ND Softball All-Stars program. Send donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. For more on ND Softball All-Stars, visit their website, ndsoftballallstars.com. The Class B podcast, presented by the North Dakota Basketball Hub, brings you student-athletes and coaches interviews, Class B rankings talk, game analysis, and more. Check out the website at www.northdakotabasketballhub.com for all the latest and greatest Class B content. Make sure to follow ND Basketball Hub on Facebook and Twitter. Just search at ND Basketball Hub. That's at ND Basketball Hub, and get the latest updates on our podcast schedule and more. Listen to every episode on demand at ndsportschannel.com, as well as on our YouTube channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota.
Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, welcome back here. We're at halftime between the Spuds and the Bruins in the junior varsity game, and the Spuds, hey, it says, I don't know what happened there. It's supposed to be 42-35, so let's go ahead and drop that down, and I apologize for that. But at least it's fixed now. I honestly have no idea how that snuck up there. Maybe somebody was hitting the buttons on here while I was stepped away or something. I don't know. But anyways, 42-35 is our halftime score in the Denton Bruins country here at Fargo South High School. As you can see, the Moorhead Spuds are warming up here for the second half over on that side of the screen. And then down on the other end of the court, the Fargo South Bruins are warming up there. Great work by our cameraman. Literally, I don't even know if she was paying attention to me or not, but as I said it, the camera moved. That was absolutely awesome. Okay, so we're about a minute and 15 seconds away from the start of the second half. So once again, your halftime score 42-35. We'll be back in about a minute or so with the second half right here on the ND Sports Channel. The ND Sports Channel is proud to give you access to the North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast. Just go to our website at ndsportschannel.com, click on ND Softball All-Stars, and you can have unlimited 24-hour access to each and every episode, past and present. The same episodes are also on our YouTube channel. Just click on playlists and look for ND Softball All-Stars, and click play on the episode of your choice, or watch them all from first to last, or shuffle the playlist to play each episode randomly. Help support and build the ND Softball All-Stars program. Send donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. For more on ND Softball All-Stars, visit their website, ndsoftballallstars.com. All right, welcome back. Here's the buzzer is about to sound here to end halftime, and we'll get ready for the second half to play in about 1 second. There's your buzzer. Now if the music's over, we'll turn off the background noise. You didn't hear the buzzer. I promise you it did sound. So that will set us up here for the second half of basketball. And I believe it's going to be Fargo South with the basketball first, and that appears to be the correct solution there. Fargo South will be going from right to left, while Moorhead will be going from left to right here in the second half of play. 42-35. It's a 7-point basketball game to start the second half. Max Olson over on the far side trying to work it down low for DJ Rainey. Number 23 there on the low blocks for Fargo South. Also into the lineup here is Bakar Fulla. That doesn't look like Fulla. That looks like a different 21. Let's see, let me look at the bench here. No, it is Fulla. Okay. (17:44) still remains 42-35 as going to the free throw line is Antoine Clemens, a 6'1" junior for the Bruins. Clemens 0 for 1 from the free throw line in the game so far, and now he's 0 for 2. Second free throw's up. That one will rattle out. Board comes down to McAllister Nelson, and Nelson will get it up court and quickly into the corner. The three is up off the front of the rim, won't go. Max Olson gets the rebound off the loose ball, and he will bring it up court there. That is Fulla. Fulla grazes the front of the net. Olson gets the rebound. Keeps the possession alive here for Fargo South. 17 to shoot on the shot clock. As the ball hit the net, that does not reset the shot clock. It has to at least hit the rim in order for the shot clock to reset. And that was a nice drive into the lane there by Anton Clemens to pull the Bruins within 5. Lee Carfier now up top. Now it's Walthall. Back over to Carfier. 17 to shoot on the shot clock. Bounce pass top of the key. Back to Walthall. Walthall will put up a 3. That one's in. Nice shot there by Blake Walthall. And it's 45-37 as a result. This fellow will have the basketball high on the near side. So close to where I'm sitting at that I can barely see him over the railing here. 3 from the corner, Max Olson. It's up and in, and it's 45-40. Walthall with the basketball will feed it in down to the low blocks. Now a nice look into the paint there. They'll pop it outside. Walthall, long 3 up and in. He got it. I wasn't sure if his foot was inside the line or not, but it was not. So therefore it is a 3-pointer. So Walthall, according to my numbers, that's the second 3 of the game. Olson gets into the corner there for, couldn't see who that was. Oh, that was Spy, and then that pass was intercepted. That was intended for Rainey, and then the Bruins take the ball back here at the other end. Now Fulla on the near wing, making a nice move there, gets it up top to Max Olson. Olson headed to his right, now came to his left, picked up his dribble, gives it to Rainey. Rainey back to Olson. Olsen maybe thought about the three, back to Rainey up top, 9 to shoot on the shot clock. Pass inside is tipped around. It's picked up here by Anton Clemens. Max Olsen with 2 to shoot on the shot clock, and he gets fouled. He gets fouled with 1 second on the shot clock. I'll stop the clock with 15:24 to go. And he misses it. They have not made a free throw here in the second half yet. Why, they were 7 of 8 in the first half for the Fargo South Bruins. There's the first free throw of the second half for Fargo South, and Max Olsen will get credit for that one. He's 1 for 2 now in the game, and we'll have another turnover. Olsen gets it to Fulla. Fulla fakes right, goes into the lane. That layup was blocked there. Swatted out of the floating hand of Fulla by the height of the 6'1" junior, Parker Wood. Sabalik will have the inbounds pass. He'll get it right back. Pressure from Fargo South. That ball got tipped into the hands of Parker Wood. Wood has 3 seconds to get over the timeline, and he does, into the hands of Lindell. Lindell up top now, trying to make a move around Olsen, and that one will drop in. 50-41. 14:55 and counting to go here. Second half of play. Fuller with the basketball, gets to Flomo. Flomo looking, and he'll feed it into the hands there of Spy. Spy back inside, that is Fulla. Fulla pumps it out for Flomo. Try and say that a few times in a row. Nice spin move and a nice hustle there, but he had the moves, but he didn't have the shot to go with it. Now we'll give the ball back to Moorhead, up by 9, looking to make it 12, and they do! Like one of those pennies that a kid drops into the circular thing in the mall. That's how that three-pointer went in. 53-41, 14-14 to go. 12-point advantage here with Olsen with the basketball. Puts it into the hands of Clemens. Clemens back over to Olsen in the corner. Olsen being guarded there by Sabalik. Flomo gets it. Had to take Lindell to the ground with him in order to make it happen, but no foul was called, obviously. Lindell tried to feed it there to Sabalik, but it'll go off Sabalik's fingertips, out of bounds, and back to the Fargo South Bruins. 53-43, a 10-point game, 13:38 to go here in the second half of play. Fulla brings it up over the timeline on the near side. He's approached there by Carfier. Fulla fakes right, goes to the left, spins around Carfier, gets the screen from Rainey, pumps it out there for Spy. Spy dribbles up to the free throw line, kicks it out there to Olsen, back over to Fulla. Fulla, bounce pass intended for Rainey, was taken away by Carfier. Carfier so close to getting a carry there. That one was partially blocked and taken away by Jamal Spy, and then Carfier was in the way there, and I think that may have gone off the right shoulder of Carfier, out of bounds, and it'll remain Fargo South basketball as Max Olsen will trigger in the inbounds pass from the far sideline just to the right of the midcourt stripe. Bounce pass over the midcourt stripe into the hands of Bakar. Fulla being guarded by Carfier. 22 to shoot now. Olsen looks inside for Rainey. 20 to shoot. Ball goes out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 13:01, 19 on the shot clock. It'll remain Fargo South basketball. So they'll have an inbounds pass from the baseline on the far side of the hoop. Triggering that inbounds pass will be Bakar Fulla. Fulla will float it up there for Flomo. Flomo puts it into the hands of Max Olsen. Olsen picks up his dribble after one dribble. I think that's Flomo back there. Can't quite see, and it was. Now Fulla will back up high on the near side. Being guarded by Carfier. Fulla gets by the defender at the buzzer. He'll hit the rim. No shot clock violation. And a defensive rebound here by the Moorhead Spuds, who bring it up over the timeline quickly. Back the other way, cutting through every single defender, and he cannot get the layup to go in.
They'll boot the ball into the hands of Fulla. Fulla will try and come back the other way, and he will show him how it's done. He will get that bucket to go in, almost an exact replay of what Moorhead did, only with a different result. 27 to shoot on the shot clock now. Bounce pass and a quick pass from Shorts, and a block by DJ Rainey. Rainey says, get that out of my house, and let's get it up to Fulla, who will drop it in. 53-47. Bakar Fulla. On a lot of occasions, I can hear when somebody slaps the wrist, but that hand, without question, hit all rubber on the basketball, and I could hear that even with my headset on. Sometimes when I wear my headset, I keep one half of it off my ear so I can hear a little bit better of what's happening outside of the headphones. But I didn't have to have them off that time. I heard it. That was all hand on ball right there for DJ Rainey. What a block, which resulted in 2 points down at the other end there for Bakar Fulla. So coming out of the timeout now, 53-47 is the score. Quick passing now, gets up into the hands of Sabalik. Sabalik back to Carfier. Carfier high on the far side, back over to Sabalik, who lost it. But he'll pick it back up. Back to Carfier. Carfier looks now near side here for Walthall. Walthall back to Carfier up top now to, that is Sabalik. I'll get him right eventually. Corner three is up, and that one won't go in. Rainey pulls down the rebound, hands it out to Full in the backcourt, who launches it up court near side to Bless Flomo. Flomo to Rainey, over to Max Olson in the corner for three. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Carfier with 11:27 to go here in the second half of play. Carfier dribbles out top of the key, tries to get around DJ Rainey, and he gets into a little bit of trouble. Hands it off there, and floating it in is Blake Walthall. 55-47, 11-11 and counting to go here in the second half of play. Trigger on the inbounds pass now will be Fulla. Fulla to Olsen. Looks back inside. The ball was tipped away. Scramble for the ball, and it's picked up by Carfier, and a whistle and a travel. Moorhead turns it over on the travel there with 10:59 to go here in the second half. Olsen will trigger the inbounds pass, being guarded by Schwartz. Olsen gets it in there for Clemens. Clemens to Fulla. Fulla being guarded by Carfier, gets the screen from Rainey. Fulla just inside the three-point line. They'll work it around, down to the low block. Ball's tipped around, chasing it down is Max Olson. Max Olson will cut through defenders, go up to the free throw line, put the shot up and in. 55-49, it's a 6-point game. 10:33 and counting to go here as they'll swing the ball up into the midcourt stripe into the hands of Walthall. Walthall pushes it into the corner. That three is off the mark, out of the hands of Schwartz. And now back up, it's DJ Rainey who makes a stutter step around Carfier and gets it to go in. And that's an interesting basketball game now as the Bruins have pulled within 4. .10:04 and counting to go here. 15 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Carfier will drive into the paint. Be a little patient, and that's the result of being patient. 57-51, 9:51 to go here in the second half of play. As Fulla brings it up over the timeline, being guarded there by Walthall. And Fulla will put it into the hands of Flomo. Flomo, one-handed fader from the mid-post on the far side of the lane. Makes it a 4-point game once again, 57-53, 9.5 to go here in the second half. Carfier trying to make a move into the lane. Nearly lost the dribble. Can't quite see who that is over on the far side. That was Nelson, actually. Now Walthall
will push it into the corner. It'll look down low, and Rainey will come away with that steal and interception there. Put it into the hands of Olsen in the backcourt as he crosses the timeline, feeds it into the hands of Fulla. Fulla being guarded there by Walthall. Fulla into the paint. Fulla with the shot, won't go. Rebound to Clemens. Clemens, jump ball or foul? It's gonna be a foul. That's the 4th team foul on Moorhead here in the second half. Fargo South has none so far. That's the 3rd personal on Kobe Schwartz, 5'7" sophomore for the Spuds. And instead of free throws, it'll be a inbounds pass from the baseline here for Fargo South. That pass comes in there to Spy. Spy drives down to the low block, loose ball picked up by Clemens. Clemens gets fouled, and I believe it's going to go on possibly Sobolik or maybe Nelson. They're going to give it to Sobolik. That's his first. Sobolik, a 6-foot junior, team foul number 5 here for the Spuds. Inbounding it now is Chris Madamabera. I always have trouble saying that the first couple times I have to say it. Madamabera, wearing number 3, he has the ball right now. Madamabera gets it in there, high post for Spy. Spy circles around, hands it off there for Clemens. Clemens up top now for Bless Flomo. Flomo gets it back to Madamabera. Madamabera will have to chase it down into the far corner up high. Works it to Spy. Spy gets around the defender and puts it up and in. 57-55. It's a 2-point game and full court pressure here from the Bruins. And Carfier will have the basketball high on the far side over the timeline with 8:13 to go in the second half of play. Carfier and it's a call on Fargo South. I'm not sure if it's an illegal screen or what. .805 to go here, a 2-point game. That ball will go out of bounds. It'll go back to Fargo South. Kind of stumbled over his feet there was Lindell, and as a result, he wasn't able to chase down the pass, and it goes into the scorer's table. And now Fuller will bring it over the timeline with his team trailing by 2, and just shy of 8 minutes to go here in the second half of play. Olsen up top for Clemens. Clemens back to Olsen. Olsen picks up his dribble, gets it back to Clemens in the corner. Clemens comes up top, bounce pass in between the circles now for Fulla. Fulla makes a move, high post, spinning around, gets it to Rainey outside for Olsen. Olsen drives in, 2 to shoot, high post jumper up and in! And we're tied off the high post jumper by Max Olsen. 7:20 to go here. This one could get interesting. Walthall being guarded there by Madamabera. Madamabera had to work around the screen. A long 3 is up off the back of the rim, won't go. DJ Rainey pulls down the rebound, flips it into the hands of Fulla. Fulla lost the ball and he'll stay with Fargo South. Still no fouls on Fargo South here in the second half. I have to be honest, if I was going to look at my scorebook and saw 0, I would wonder if I maybe missed one. I don't think I've ever called a game where a team hasn't had any fouls in a half, and I don't mean to jinx anything, but Moorhead will take a timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. Be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back here to the Den of Bruins country at Fargo South High School. Moorhead has had the lead for a majority of this game, but it's Max Olson with a high post jumper to knot it up at 57. And then Fargo South would get another bucket to take the 59-57 lead. Fargo South has only had 3 leads in this game. 1 early in the first half and 2 most recently in the past 3 to 5 minutes of play. Inbounds pass will come into the backcourt there for Colby Shorts, the sophomore playing with 3 fouls. We got a couple fanatics out there for Fargo South. The crowd mic is intended for everybody, but they're overpowering the rest of the crowd right now. So at times it's entertaining, at other times it's a little tough to focus on what's happening on the court there. I should bring him up here and put him on a headset. It sounds like he might have some good commentary. Shot is missed, pulled down by Rainey on the rebound. Rainey will give it up to Full in the backcourt as he crosses the timeline with 6:18 and counting to go here in the second half of play. Bruins have a 2-point lead. Max Olson with the basketball now. Gives it back to Fulla, high in between the circles. The Bruins will reset with a new play as they dish it near wing now to Olson. Olson, one dribble, picks up his dribble and gives it back to Fulla, who drives into the lane, and the shot is blocked. And back the other way, and Olson coming up from behind, and he will get fouled and one. We're tied, and Moorhead has a chance to take the lead. Cody Schwartz with the bucket. Don't forget the varsity game coming up after this one. Both JV and varsity will be available for a 24/7 replay within 24 hours after the conclusion of this game. Free throw missed. We remain tied as Rainey pulls down the rebound. Max Olson gets it to Clemens. Clemens on the baseline, a little too strong. Rainey with the rebound and can't get it to go up, and it's gonna go with Fargo South. For a moment there, I thought Rainey was going to get called for a foul, as it looked like he pushed the Spud as out of a little bit of frustration there. But ball will go back to Fargo South. We're tied at 59 with 5.5 to go. DJ Rainey down on the low block, backing in the defenders, pivoting around, can't get it. He airballed the layup, let's put it that way. Well, as soon as I said that Fargo South had no fouls, they have now accumulated 3 here in the last 1 to 2 minutes. Full court pressure once again. That's Carfier being trapped by 2 Bruins. They have turnover. Bakar Fulla up against the hoop, can't get it to go. Defensive board here for the Spuds. Bringing it up and over the timeline is Lindell. Lindell will fire it over far side. Shot is up, didn't go in. A whistle sounded, stopping the clock with 5:09. And we'll have another foul here on Fargo South, and that will send the 5'10" sophomore McAllister Nelson to the free throw line. Five fouls from Moorhead, and now
Moorhead has not fouled, and Fargo South is at 4 fouls. We'll see if they just trade off a series of 5 fouls apiece here, possibly. Right now it's 5-4. That shot is up and in. The Spuds take the 1-point lead with 5:08 counting to go here in the second half. 60-59 as Fuller will call for the play. Fuller will get it to Olsen over on the far side. Olsen dribbles down towards the corner, picks up his dribble. 19 to shoot on the shot clock. Gets it to Bless Flomo. Flomo on the near wing. Now he drives down to the baseline, picks up his dribble, back out. Intended there for Olsen, but it was stripped away by Carfier. Carfier got out to Schwartz. Schwartz lost control of the ball, saved it, but threw it into the hands of Jamal Spivey. And now bring it over the timeline is Fuller. Fuller can't get that shot to go in. 60-59. 4:27 and counting to go as the Spuds will work it around the top of the key here on the near wing for Carfier. Carfier will get the screen but runs into Clemens. Carfier gets through the defenders and can't get it to drop in. Pulling down the rebound is Spivey up court to Olsen. Olsen being guarded there by Lindell. Olsen picks up his dribble, gets it to Flomo. Flomo in the corner. 20 to shoot on the shot clock. 4:07 on the game clock. Olsen up top, being guarded heavily there by Lindell. Olsen back over to Flomo. Flomo drives baseline, feeds it to Clemens, off the glass, and in! 61-60 in favor of Fargo South. Pressure continues in the backcourt. Now wide open in the corner three. There's in! 63-61. And the triple there from Lindell gives the Spuds a 2-point lead, and now Fargo South wants to take it over. We'll let them talk it over and be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. The Class B podcast, presented by the North Dakota Basketball Hub, brings you student athletes and coaches interviews, Class B rankings talk, game analysis, and more. Check out the website at www.northdakotabasketballhub.com for all the latest and greatest Class B content. Make sure to follow ND Basketball Hub on Facebook and Twitter. Just search at ND Basketball Hub. That's at ND Basketball Hub, and get the latest updates on our podcast schedule and more. Listen to every episode on demand at ndsportschannel.com as well as on our YouTube channel. All right, welcome back. As we come out of the timeout on the floor, we have 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go here in the second half. Spuds with a 2-point lead. We've had a total of 5 lead changes here over the last 2 to 3 minutes, as well as a couple of ties. I had somebody ask me if they thought that this one's going to go into overtime. I don't know. There's still a lot of time on the clock. A lot could happen in 3:33, but if the pace continues back and forth as it is right now, then that certainly could be the case. High pass there into the hands of Archigo. Or check that, Clemens. Clemens maybe didn't get fouled. I don't know. The ball looked like he was fouled to me, but no call. So now Fulla has the basketball. Bless Flomo. Flomo picks up his dribble, gets it to Rainey. Rainey gets around his defender, up on the glass. Bucket won't go, but he'll step up to the line to shoot 2. So Rainey with a chance to shoot 2 and tie it up. He's halfway there. 2:56 to go. Second one's up, and we're tied. Pressure in the backcourt once again. Moorhead has had about a 50% success rate
of breaking that pressure in the backcourt. And that was a near steal, and it is a steal. And did Fuller step on the line? He did. It's going to go back to Moorhead. At least I think that was the call. I had to look at the far side official, and yes, it will be Spud's basketball. Inbounds pass goes into the hands of Sabalik. Sabalik will feed it back there for Schwartz. Schwartz being guarded by Fuller. Schwartz with the behind-the-back dribbles. It's going to get fouled, I believe, by Fuller. I believe that's who they're going to call the foul on. That'll be team foul number 5, but Moorhead did foul, so it won't be a 5-and-5 split, because right now Moorhead has 6, and now Fargo South has 5 team fouls. And triggering the inbounds pass here will be McAllister Nelson, a 5'10 sophomore. Nelson needs a 5-second violation. Or no, a timeout Moorhead. Timeout Moorhead to save the possession, which was a good call. 2:36 to go here, 63-63. We're back in 30 on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, well, the fans said it. The fans said it. I didn't have to. But then again, I usually don't say stuff like that because I do my best to keep a neutral opinion here on who's doing what. But Moorhead will work the ball around the perimeter, into the far wing, up top, catch and shoot. Fadeaway 3, bounces off the rim, won't go. Offensive rebound underneath. And Spivey blocks it out of bounds. I thought for sure that he totally hammered Lindell underneath there, and check that Wood, Parker Wood, number 34. And he got a clean block on that. Schwartz gets it up and in. 65-63. 67-63 is what it should say. Unless, I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard. The scoreboard in the gym says 67-63. Two minutes to go here. Moorhead trails by 4. I'm wondering if they maybe put that basket on the wrong side or if I just totally missed something. One of the two. 12 to shoot on the shot clock. Carfier has it, drives into the paint, lost it. Ball gets ricocheted around like in a pinball machine. Putting up the triple is Lindell. That one won't go. Offensive rebound by Parker Wood. Ball out of bounds, no foul. Back to Fargo South. Okay, and they did. They did put the basket on the wrong side, so I thought so. And that's the second time I would have been right if I would have went with what I was supposed to go with. So we're tied at 65. Timeout on the floor, we'll keep it here. Minute 32 to go here in the second half. During the timeout here, we'll thank a few of our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, and also try and do some computer work here in case it's needed. got the fan coach there, I guess you could say. 65-65, a minute 25 to go. Fuller with the basketball. And I thought he was going to pull that trigger on the pass, and if he would have, it would have been intercepted by Carfier, but instead Rainey gets the bucket to put the Bruins up 2. Now Carfier has the basketball. Took 5 seconds to get out of the backcourt there for the Moorhead Spuds. If anybody can bring me some Tylenol, that would help out. Fulla with the basketball now off the missed shot there. Well, if we have player of the game, we might have to come up with fan of the game if we do, if this guy shows up to too many more Fargo South games. A loose ball will be eventually tracked down there by Moorhead. I believe that was Lindell who picked it up. Into the corner, long 2 is up, bounces in and out. Rainey pulls down the rebound. 22 seconds to go, and Fargo South leads by 2. 67-65, a foul will march down to the other end. That's team foul number 7 on Moorhead. That will send Fargo South to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1. DJ Rainey is 2 of 2 from the line in the game so far. Big free throw right here. He missed it. Offensive rebound by Spy. Spy puts it up and one! That could be the dagger. 69-65. It's now officially a 2-possession basketball game with 18.7 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Free throws in, and that's a 5-point turnaround here off that missed free throw by the 1 for 2 for Rainey. And then the offensive rebound, the bucket, and the foul. Missed shot by Carfier, and Flomo will bring it over the timeline. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Rainey with the basketball will just hold it, and that will be the final score. Fargo South 70, Moorhead 65, and a very entertaining junior varsity basketball game. That'll wrap it up for this broadcast. We'll go off the air for about 5 to 7 minutes, get things set up for the varsity game. We'll come on with your pregame show and get you set for the varsity game between these same 2 squads. Once again, your final score, Fargo South 70 and Moorhead 65. Back in a moment here with the JV game, or with the varsity game right after this, here on the ND Sports Channel.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.